So, I made a game in 24 hours. This all began when I tried making another game. I had this amazing idea of a big world, and after a couple of hours, quickly realized that I'll never be able to finish it. So, I started watching a lot of tutorials. Like, a lot of them. To be fair, I didn't really have anything better to do. I just finished high school, and just playing some random games wasn't really cutting it anymore. Especially not League. Why did I even install it again in the first place? Just why? But I digress. So after watching those videos, I set up a new Unity project and I got programming. First thing I did was set up a first-person camera and a character controller. I mean, I had no idea what kind of game I want to make. I just knew it's gotta be done within 24 hours. Like, I had this general theme from this website that just generates them, and it was something like, it's dangerous to go in there alone. Take this, I think. So I was kind of leaning towards this horror adventure genre, I guess. Because of that, I also made a flashlight from 2 cubes and a spotlight. What more do you want? So once I had a working flashlight, I created collectibles, just using the Unity layers and raycasting. The same thing was also used for teleporter. Teleporter. Can't pronounce this word. WTF. Wait, who wrote this? I guess me. Whatever.
Unity.
You. After I was done with this random game mechanics programming related
Unity,
I could finally enjoy modeling. So I did the good old magic of VOXEL, shameless plugin. Check out my old VOXEL videos. Some of them are not the best, but few. Well, mostly if you're feeling depressed and lonely, like I was. Anyway, I spent a couple of hours preparing the tile models, and for the most part I kind of was going with the, I think it's something like, modular modeling, I think. Yes, so it's, yeah, this, like, which usually refers to the use of interchangeable components or modules in a model, and the component might be a single equation. What? I meant something else, Google. Yeah, this is the stuff. Modular assets are part of 3D pieces that fit together to create an easy-to-assemble 3D game environments. In other words, I can use this wood tile, put many next to each other, and create an entire floor for the level. Just imagine Minecraft and building block by block, really. It was during this time that I was binge watching some random. I was binge watching some random modded Skyrim videos, mostly by my long favorite MXR, and I guess that's why some of the models are just voxel copies of the same stuff you can find in Skyrim. And that's where I got the idea to make an alchemy related game, because alchemy for the win! Once I was done, I imported the OBJ exports into Unity, and oh boy. Bad. Just bad. First, I had to rename all of them, not the worst. Then attach material to each one of them, one by one. Why the
Unity.
Can't I just do it multiple at the same time, Unity? I hope I won't have to go through this again. Why is the pivot of the model somewhere completely
Unity.
random? No. It's real from the future here. Easy, you just messed up your exports by not putting each model in the world origin and magic of VOXEL. That means you will have to go through this
Unity.
again. After a mild annoyance and waste of time, I also learned that 10 blocks in magic of VOXEL are the same as a 1 unit in Unity. Pretty cool if you don't know that at first and spend tens of minutes randomly changing the scale of imported models to fit the scene. After everything was nice and fixed, I quickly set up my first room and got to work on the lighting. It's tutorials time!
2 hours later.
So putting every object on static, adding some point lights, emissive texture, post-processing effects, most notably changing the tone mapper to ACs and adding bloom effect, and voila! This game looks amazing! Well, a bit dark, but just increase the brightness and you're good to go. Then I added 2-slot inventory using array holding game objects, and once it's full, you can use the alchemy table to create potion. Well, in theory. You don't get nothing right now, really. It was after this that my poor programming knowledge really came to bite me, as my Unity didn't work reliably now, and a cheap fix I created was to have cooldown on all actions except for the teleport. Oh, finally. It worked, so I didn't care. For now. 13 hours in, I created the first build of the game and things seemed to work pretty smoothly, but there wasn't any goal or anything that would teach the player the controls. For the goal / the story, let's just say you're an alchemist who's learning the attributes of by eating random ingredients, and that you drank a poison, and that you will die unless healed, and that your door is burning. I don't know. Burning stuff seems fun. Don't take that out of context. Starting off with the flames, it's tutorial time.
1 hour later.
Damn, people make these fancy VFX graphics and stuff. It looks amazing. Then I added 3 more rooms just to have all the other ingredients, and I wanted to make a light map again. Things looked pretty okay, but the other rooms were much darker, so I just added real-time light to the player, and that you can actually see stuff now. Easy. Then I added a hut with a health bar, and I quickly downloaded some free sounds and put them in. Now, do you remember what I lost? Where was I? Where's the script? Do you remember about the interactions with teleporting doors? Listen to this sound. Since there is no cooldown on the doors, the sound gets played about as many times as you get teleported. Easy solution? Add another cooldown that will make sure player gets teleported only once, but disable his movement afterwards. Weird, but it just works. The last 3 hours were spent making light maps and trying to get the 1.5 gigabyte size down to something more reasonable for a game like this one. Things I recommend while also battling the UV overlapping: in import settings underneath the UV light map, set calculate immense scale to 0.01 or pretty much the lowest number you have in your scene, and resolution to about 20 or 30. Do the same for the actual light map resolution in Lightning. Then have the light map resolution, or like the size of the light map set to 124. Have like 4 bounces, about 8 padding, and around 256 samples. I left filtering to auto, and then I built the game again. 300 megabytes. Not bad. And that's how I made a game in 24 hours. Now, if you want to play it yourself, link is in the description. It will take you to the GameTroll website, and if you want to get spoiled, here's the gameplay. But before that, that's everything from me, so thank you for watching, give this video a thumbs up, and please subscribe, as actually like 90% of you who watch my videos are unsubscribed. So yeah, please do that. Anyways, enjoy the gameplay. Bye!